offense.
And what a career we've seen from Ben Roethlisberger. Awfully consistent, tough, durable, strong in the pocket, great leader, a guy who stands in and throws it downfield, and has also added to his game the ability to get the ball out of his hands quickly and let his guys do work downfield.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Hardman on the return. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now Edwards-Helaire dances by him. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Mahomes now to throw. Completes it to Hardman. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
He had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. We're scoreless after 1. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. DeMarcus Robinson. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They hand this off to Harris. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Roethlisberger on the draw. It's Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Roethlisberger to throw. It's brought in by Harris.
What was that, Russ?
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the give, this is Harris. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Roethlisberger. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Mahomes. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Ray McLeod deep for Pittsburgh.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Roethlisberger.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Harris. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he stopped immediately there. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll drop to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away.
Here's McLeod on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They run the counter. It's Harris. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down and 4, Roethlisberger over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Roethlisberger. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 yards on the touchdown there, and the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. KC's offense ready to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 29, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McLeod now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Big Ben and the Steelers now down 14-10, less than 90 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He's got Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Ben. Pass complete to Harris. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Roethlisberger. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. Now Ben. He's going to let it fly. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
pass run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, they were big favorites coming in, but they had to work for this one.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't the walk in the park that you expected coming into this one. I have a suspicion that in their meetings next week, head coach going to talk to them a little bit about focus, don't you think?
Yeah, because down the stretch, there was some nail-biting going on. And you're right. I think not only the fans, but those folks inside that locker room, they expected a comfortable victory.
Yeah, they certainly did, and that just tells you about the NFL. Any given game, you never know how it's going to turn out. You'd better be ready to play.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.